I invite you to free yourself from all of your problems, free yourself from all of your pain, free yourself from all of your anxiety right now in 10 minutes. That's what we do here. Welcome. This is your accountability community for building a daily meditation practice, a daily practice where we come together. We remove stress, dissolve suffering, and create more focus and willpower and peace and calm through this daily meditation practice we do as a group. So if you're new, my name's Jake. We come here every day. And this practice and space is open for whatever your practice is. And so we'll start a 10-minute timer and we'll just breathe and let ourselves be carried deeper into stillness and build a consistent meditation practice that will pay off, in many different ways in our lives, if not define more bliss, more joy, more calm, more peace. Before I begin, you can skip ahead, and I'll put the timestamp right here. Skip ahead if you don't want to hear what I'm about to say, and we can just jump ahead if you want to get into the meditation. But I want to mention I read some comments from our 108 members we have. Girl with the headphones, I just read yours. Thank you so much. You're our first Brit in our group. If you know, you know. And I read your comment about calming down from ADHD. And I want to address that. I will film a guided meditation video, which will be a lot more helpful from the distractions. But I will say that you have a couple of options with techniques. One, more active meditation. So look into Zen walking meditations or standing meditations, which are all focused on watching your feet, which could help with focus. And there's also a Buddhist kind of scanning meditation you can do while walking or while standing, and it involves swaying and then scanning your body. And so it has a lot to do with like kind of the mental, which could help with distraction and, distortions and unclear focus, right? And then your second option outside of more active meditation techniques to help ADHD would be, a second, type of trigger or anchor that would help you while you're just sitting, standing, or doing just like a focused meditation where you're working on that focus. As you're the watcher sitting in meditation, for example, a technique you can follow would be to watch for when you have thoughts, or recognize when you can separate yourself from your thoughts and just, see that they're there. For example, like pops in my head, I wonder what my friend's doing today. If you can just recognize, okay, I had a thought, recognize that you have a thought, and bring yourself back by saying Om, or snapping, or pinching yourself if you really need that, or get a singing bowl. I have mine somewhere else. Singing bowl. Tap the singing bowl. Ding. When you're in meditation. And if you need to do that every 10, 20, 30 seconds, do it. Keep yourself, condition yourself into the focus. Sit, and whenever you see yourself drifting away or daydreaming or thinking about something else or in some kind of imagination, go ding or pinch or say Om, 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 Om. Or say come back to the space. Come back to the unknowable space. For whom are these thoughts? For whom are these thoughts? Come up with something like that can help you with the attention aspect, the ADHD, and calming down from it. I would say my last thing before we jump into the meditation, calming down from the meditation, really there's something that you need to know if you're struggling with ADHD, and that is you are not your thoughts. You are not your memories. You are not your imagination. And more importantly, you're not your feelings or sensations. You are not anything temporary. You are not anything that changes. You are an eternal being. You are a part of the unknowable, unchanging, permanent oneness that is a human being. This experience of being, once you remove the fog of the mind of the person, once you remove all of the attachments we have to the changeable, all the attachments we have to the temporary, right? When you remove all of those in your practice, this is when you can find calm, clarity, focus, and attention. Because meditation is not about, once you master the focus side of things, which is just staying in the technique or the principle of detaching, watching your thoughts, watching your imagination, not getting lost in daydreams or thoughts, bringing yourself to the position of being the watcher of your person, of the self. When you're in that space of awareness, just being aware, when you're in that space and you know that that is not you and you detach from it, you realize that really you're not doing anything. If you have ADHD and you have trouble, coming down from that, and you go into meditation, this should liberate you to know that you don't have to do anything. You do nothing. So I think for you, one of the things, other than active meditations or focusing on something that can snap you back into focus, like an om or a bell chime or a snap, also know you don't have to do anything. Don't do anything. Come to meditation, sit, stand, whatever is most comfortable for you without falling asleep, and come to the space with, hey, I'm not doing anything. If you're bored, transmute that feeling or that observation of boredom into, this is my mind trying to steal my attention from me. This is my negative feedback loop or pattern that's trying to put me back into an ADHD spiral. So you need to come to meditation with saying, hey, this is a relief. I'm not doing anything. I'm not looking for anything. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just sitting here in the place of doing nothing. So just do nothing and keep yourself active into it. So say, hey, I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to close my eyes or I'm going to stare at the wall. Do nothing. Thought, oh man, I'm bored. I should get up and go. Om. Do nothing. I hope that helps. If it does, leave a comment. But if not, you can always have skipped ahead. So without further ado, let's get into it. 10 minutes. We begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's meditate. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Good job, everyone, sticking to this daily meditation habit that we're building. Hopefully those ADHD techniques helped you in this session. If it didn't, I will be putting out a guided meditation video for that. There are a couple of videos I'm working on that I'll put out that are kind of different than the main channel, Daily Meditation Group. But yeah, I'll make sure to announce those before those come out. And then otherwise, leave in the comments how your journey's going, any thoughts, any feelings, any intuition that you're taking on in your practice, any breakthroughs, improvements. Talk about it. Setbacks. Talk about that. For myself, that session, I'm kind of having some breakthroughs, and that comes with not buying into the illusion that I have to do something complicated when I come to practice, that I can do nothing. Is sit in that space before thoughts, arrive, sit in the silence, be in the silence, find relief in the silence, and just be, be in that space of being. I'm doing nothing, and it's been really quite a relief. It's found a lot of peace and calm and a lot of joy in that space, which I really enjoy coming back to with all of you. So yeah, another one in the books, and I'll see everyone again for our daily meditation session tomorrow. See you tomorrow.